by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions will not be tolerated. Furthermore, public intoxication or the possession or consumption of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products are grounds for removal from the site of competition and other disciplinary actions. At the same time, we encourage you to be loud, be proud, and be positive. Good evening. Welcome to the campus of Maranatha Baptist University and this NCCAA Midwest Region men's basketball matchup. In blue, we welcome the visiting Archers of Moody Bible Institute. And in gold, your Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats. Please rise if you are able and remove your hats for a word of prayer. Following prayer, we will honor America with the playing of the national anthem, meet the starters, and get this game underway. Let's pray. Father in heaven, thank you for the game of basketball and for what it means to us inside this gym tonight. Thank you for giving Moody safety as they traveled up. Be with the student athletes tonight, Lord, as they compete. Pray that they would compete with safety, with skill. Be with the coaches and officials. I pray that they would make accurate decisions. But above all, Lord, as we always pray, we pray that everything that we do and everything that we say inside this gym tonight would bring honor and glory to you. We pray this in the name of your Son, our Lord and our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. And now for the starters, beginning with the visiting Moody Bible Institute Archers. At forward, a freshman from St. Louis, Missouri, number 1, Andrew Hall. At forward, a sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri, number 2, Demorian Jackson. At guard, a sophomore from Kalamazoo, Michigan, number 3, Trey Walker. At guard, from St. Louis, Missouri, number 13, Christian Pollard. And at forward, from Macomb, Illinois, number 30, Hayden Case. The Archers are coached by Andre Lodry. And now, the starters for your Maranatha Baptist University SaberCats. At guard, a sophomore from Flint, Texas, number 2, Braden Cox. At forward, a junior from Saginaw, Michigan, number 12, Noah Jensen. At guard, a graduate student from Richton Park, Illinois, number 21, Caleb Moultrie. At guard, a junior from Sparta, Wisconsin, number 33, Mike Murtis. And at center, a senior from Lyons, Michigan, number 44, Brant Kashner. The SaberCats are coached by Rob Fuller in his second season, assisted by John Teasdale and Jeremy Schaefer. The officials tonight are Gary Wild, Joe Theisen, and Rory Schultz.
All right, welcome to the campus of Maranatha Baptist University for SaberCats Athletics. My name is Matt Davis, and we are delighted to bring you this live stream competition between the Archers of Moody Bible Institute, the historic Moody Bible Institute, and the SaberCats of Maranatha Baptist University. Proves to be a great rivalry, as always, between these two ball clubs. Maranatha has been on a slide of late, losing 8 straight up to this point, but this is new day and a new rival with Moody, a new opportunity. Moody wins the tip, and Pollard brings it across the timeline. The SaberCats starting Kashner today in place of Gingery, who has gotten the nod in the last couple of contests, as that runner is a little short, and Caleb Moultrie comes up with the defensive rebound for the SaberCats. See what they can put together on the first possession as Cox goes to the floor and then gives it up. Not a good sign for the SaberCats to begin with. The Archers come out in a zone and force a quick turnover and a layup coming the other way. See if Moultrie can diagnose the defense and put something together. Cox, the sophomore, has done a great job this season providing offensive spark and hustle, but Moultrie's who you want to give you that steady leadership. As Cox able to get the ball down low to Kashner to produce a good shot, but Brandt not quite able to convert. And this has been how the SaberCats have kind of struggled with cold starts on weekday games. You kind of noticed that come out a little bit shell-shocked for some reason instead of with any kind of rhythm. It seems like it takes them a minute to get their confidence. Let's get the ball to Noah Jensen and see what he can do as he bounces it off one of the defenders' abdomen and then into the hands of Pollard. Those are the pinkest shoes I've ever seen. I've seen pink shoes before, but man, those are some hot pink shoes right there. They look fast. Down low, Jackson on the post. Tough angle. Kashner forced him into a really tight angle, and Moultrie comes up with the air ball. Across to Cox, wide open look for three, has got it! Braden Cox for three. That's a good way to get the ball moving around the zone. And the SaberCats on the board here in the first 2.5 minutes of this ball game. And Cox comes up with the steal as Jackson turned it over. He's got options, takes it straight in, now kicks it out to Murtis on the wing. Floats it across, Moultrie, Jensen on the baseline. Goes baseline, he's bumped. And Noah Jensen works a foul. First foul of the game is called on Demorian Jackson. There's Jensen. Now we've got good ball movement. Moultrie for three, a little short. And quick board from the Archers. Not anticipating that one to be short. Kashner was playing a long rebound on that one. Hall drives into the lane, stops, turns, fires, shoots, no good. Boy, that was point blank. Probably should have got that one. Instead, Kashner grabs the rebound and Moultrie brings it back the other way. Murtis, Cox, Jensen likes to start from that spot. Gets inside, no good. And rebounded once again by the Archers. Hayden Case has done a good job on the boards defensively, denying any kind of second chance opportunity for the SaberCats. Walker for three, got it. And just like that, the Archers are up by 4. And Coach Fuller says, let's get some of these young fellows in there and see if they can spark some offense. We need it. Here's Murtis from the corner, no good. Rushed his shot, I think, a little. Moultrie jumps up and denies the oop. For three, long, no good. Kashner's got it. Pollard's three was no good. Now Moultrie lays it off for Mike Murtis. Inside for Kashner. Let's get a quality shot here, guys. That's not what I'm looking for, Braden. All right, Murtis drives it in the lane, dumps it off for Kashner. Wasn't ready. Brandt wasn't ready. It was a great move from Braden Cox to get down low. Bounced off his hand, out of bounds. Gingery and Tony Garcia into the game now. Both freshmen, big-time contributors, big-time potential, upside, as they say. Offensive foul called. Illegal screen. Lose it on number 1, Andrew Hall. Only 7 players dressed out for the Archers today. Not a whole lot to draw from in terms of reserves. Here's Jensen on the baseline, gets the floater. There he goes. It's the third time he's had that opportunity. And Noah Jensen gets himself on the board. Joe Shank gets ready to step into the ball game. There's another three. Trey Walker. That's 2 threes for Trey Walker. Might need to guard that guy. Oh, nice feed to Garcia. Make your move, Tony. Gingery just about gave it away. 15 on the shot, 16. Gives Shank a chance to come in for Braden. No, that's a bad pass. Lucky to get away with it. Gingery, 2 bad passes in a row. My goodness. Come on now. Settle down. Didn't get away with the second one. Shot goes up, fouled by Shank. It was Pollard, and so he'll go to the line for 2. SaberCats have got to win this ball game. There is absolutely no other option. Short on the first. Kashner quickly back in. Jensen gets a break. And good on the second. Oh my goodness, that was a little miscommunication. Got away with it. There we go. Pop it, Joe. Moultrie splits the defenders. Back to him. There he's got a little space. Jump shot, no good. Nice rebound. Offensive rebound from Garcia. Gingery, good feed. Moultrie gets it inside, short arms it. Gets the ball back and then ripped away by DeMaurian Jackson. Coming back the other direction, and Pollard gets another bucket. He's got 5 of the 13 the Archers have, and a timeout called. Full timeout from Coach Fuller. Really absolutely no reason that Moody should be up by this much here in the ball game. Just absolutely stone cold offensively for the SaberCats. And Coach Fuller wants to talk it over. We'll be right back. 13:03, the SaberCats down 13-5. Back to it, the SaberCats will inbound here on the near sideline. Joe Schenk with ball in hand. Bounce pass for Braden Cox, now across for Gingery. Long pass across court back to Schenk. Got away with one. Good little underhanded pass to Garcia, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Don't be scared. Put the ball up, buddy. Put the ball up.
Nice. Money. He's got that one-handed shooting style, Tony does. Swish. Garcia makes them both. It's a little less pronounced now than it was in high school. I remember he would put it up with one hand and then roll it off. Deep 3 is good. Once again, Trey Walker for 3. That's 3 for 3 from 3. Like I said, maybe we ought to guard that guy. I don't know, just a suggestion. I'm not a coach. All right, that's 5 bad passes, Gingery. That's a little too much here in this game. We gotta clean that up, bro. Good defense the other way, though. Dribbled underneath for Garcia, and it's up and good. Tony with a couple of nice buckets. Helping out. A little bit of baby pressure in the backcourt, we'll call it. Case, top of the key. Couple of dribbles. Now ran out of options. Throws it back out to the front. Pollard for 3. Got it. Pollard and Walker have pretty much all the points for the Archers. Gingery from the corner, no good off the top of the backboard. Big miss. And now here's Cox for 3. And he's no good. Popped up, kept alive by Gingery. Nice job on the boards. Gets the ball into Kashner's hands, and he's fouled on the attempt. It was Gingery that kept that alive, so it's not all bad. Sometimes you got to work yourself into the game. Got to get him going offensively. He's hit streaks this season. We've seen him here at home where he's just on fire. The potential is off the charts as Kashner makes the first, and now Murtis, Jensen, and Moultrie check back in. Good minutes from Garcia and Schenk and Gingery. And the SaberCats have a chance to draw within 8. Kashner good on the second. No good. Jensen is there. Good defense that time. Kept Pollard from making a shot in rhythm. High defensive pressure here from the Archers. That should be an advantage for Moultrie from a ball handling standpoint. The pressure doesn't bother him, so see if he can space the floor a little bit. That pass was not a terrible one, but Kashner couldn't handle it. And now up ahead on the fast break, Cameron Scott scores his first bucket for the Archers and extends the lead to 10. Ooh. Come on, Brant. A little too strong on that 3 attempt from the corner. Settle down. We need a good shot. Let's get Jensen in the paint. Collapse this zone a little bit on him. There's Cox going in heavy. Draws the foul. Got to force the issue here. And that one is on Case, his second. Braden Cox is amongst the leaders in all of Division III NCAA in free throw shooting percentage on the season. That is amazing. He is tied for first or second nationwide in Division III men's basketball. How about that? Not too often that Maranatha breaks it into those record books. Cox disrupts it, now nearly throw it away on the baseline, working on Jensen, and getting himself free is DeMorian Jackson. Jensen just opened the door a tiny little crack, and that was all it took on the baseline. Cross court for Cox, sees a little seam, rips it in there. Back out for Murtis, wide open look, and Mike buries it. Well done, good inside-out play from Cox and Murtis, working off that zone. Let it collapse and then kick it out for an open look. Mike's not going to miss too many of those. Off the screen, down low, high off the glass, but Jensen gets the board as Trey Walker unable to score that time down the floor. Gingery down for Jensen. Noah goes to work in the block, double team, kicks it back out for Gingery. Yeah, another bad pass. That's number 6. I don't want to keep track too much, but we got to take what they give us here and not try to force something inside. And a timeout for the Archers. Full timeout. So the SaberCats lead 23-16, still 7, kind of hanging around here at the beginning stages. See if Coach Fuller can dial up a strategy to get them all the way back before halftime. Ball's in for Walker. We know he can shoot from 3. Here's Hall, drives down the lane, lays it up off the glass, no good. Jensen contesting for the rebound. Falls loose to Scott, kicked over, and another offensive rebound. And this time Gingery called for the foul. Too many second chance opportunities. That's a third chance opportunity. And an opportunity for the world's finest event staff to jump into the picture. Tessa Hinsey doing a great job. Got Drew Wright on the camera tonight. Mike and Chelsea, an effective team on the stats. Who else we got? World's finest possession arrow. Got Tabby on the scoreboard operation. What could be better? No good on the second, lane violation. He knew it was off. He jumped right in there trying to get an offensive board, steal one back. Instead, it'll be Out of bounds. Joe Shank's going to bring it up. Oh, good pass for Jensen. Gets it down low, goes to work. What? Bummer. Long shot from Duncan Brandt, no good. Moultrie down, dishes off for Garcia. Misses on the first and the second, still contested, and now grabbed away by DeMaurian Jackson. Got to do better from point-blank range there. Convert that. Easy look. It's as easy as it gets in D3. It's never actually easy, just easier. Good board from Garcia on the other end. Jensen runs into traffic, fouled as he goes by. Fouls by Cameron Scott. Just his first. Kashner comes in for Jensen. Jensen comes out with just one bucket so far in this game. He's had a few good opportunities, 4 rebounds. Certainly contributing. Nobody's really lighting it on fire yet for the SaberCats. Moultrie blocked underneath. That's not a travel. Okay. Interesting. He had the ball literally behind his back. I've never seen that before. Good drive from Shank, kicks it out from Moultrie. Got a little space, drained it. Yeah, that's more his shot from the elbow there than trying to work in traffic underneath. That one's short. Moultrie gets the rebound. He's got Gingery ahead. See if he'll kick it out to him. There you go. Good look from the corner. Nailed it. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, getting a little going here. And the SaberCats draw within 5 with 6 minutes left here in the first half. Chipping away, getting contributions. Shank forced to travel. Good defense, Joe Shank. He thought he was going to get called for the reach there. He looked up like, no! The referee called the travel instead. And he said, yeah, that's right. Moultrie takes the seat. His first time to check out for a moment. Won't be long, I promise you. On the floor for the SaberCats, Gingery and Shank, Cox, Garcia, and Kashner. See if they can close it further here with this possession. Gingery, nice open look, looks good. Oh, it's long. Shank tracks it down. Second chance for Cox, gets around his defender. Nice stutter step through the lane. Kashner with an offensive board, and he gets the putback. There we go. Taking advantage of the opportunity here with Moody on a second unit on the floor. Gingery jumps to pass, now resets. Little mismatch here. Pollard, tough assignment for Cox. And he commits the foul on the baseline shot. Pollard goes to the line for 2. SaberCats finally draw within 3. On a 7-0 run. Maranatha's been on a 7-0 run. And Pollard with a chance to put a stop to it here. They have not scored in the last minute 41. And they still haven't scored. So Pollard missing the second. As good as he's been from the field, just 1 for 3 from the free throw line. That's supposed to be the easy part. Miss them both. Chance to extend this run. In fact, tie the game with a 3. Inside for Kashner. Oh, he's got all kinds of space. Turns around and dumps it in. The SaberCats draw within 1 under 5 left to play. 9-0 run for the SaberCats. Nearly 2 minutes off the game clock without a bucket for the Moody Archers. Oh, Jensen jumps on it. Careful not to commit the foul. Does well, good discipline. Moultrie overplays and now Pollard into the lane and scores. Finally stops the damage. There's Gingery slashing through, gets up, and the blocking foul called. He'll go to the line for 2. Fouls on Pollard. His second. No? First. If you haven't checked it out, you got to go to MBUSaberCats.com. All redesigned website. Looks fantastic, but one of the best new features. As Gingery missed them both. Best new feature. Jump ball forced by Kashner gives the SaberCats another look. Is the live stats where you can go on there, go to today's game, click on the live stats link. And it has incredible amount of statistics, and they're updated immediately. By the time I turn and look at it, the current play is already in there. Of course, all that's entered by the world's finest event staff here at Maranatha. There it is, Jensen down on the line, going to work. Nails it! And the SaberCats back within 1. 4 minutes left to play in the first half. Back in the game after dragging themselves into a big hole for no particular reason to start the game. Now the Archers are launching shots. And an offensive rebound and baseline jumper from Duncan Brandt. And that's his first bucket of the night. Here's Gingery, swings it around to Jensen, and he's blocked. And in the bonus, the SaberCats will go to the line. Murtis comes in for Gingery. Moultrie will go down on the lane. Hall and Jackson check back in for the Archers. Jensen good on the first. Jensen nails the pair. So the margin remains 1. 3.5 here in this first. Pollard brings it across. Three is good. Wow. Christian Pollard just killer. What a shot. Inside out movement gets an open look for Cox. And then it's Murtis with the offensive board, drives it in, no good on the putback. And the second chance falls empty for the SaberCats. That's a big missed opportunity there. Good ball movement, worked a good shot. SaberCats seem to have figured out some things in terms of the zone. They were originally stymied here in the beginning part of the game. They're working good shots, just couldn't get one to fall that possession. Murtis once again with a pretty open look, and this time nails it. Mike Murtis from 3. He's 2 for 3 from three-point land. Three SaberCats with 6 points. Jensen, Kashner, and Murtis. And Pollard leads all scorers with 15. Hall drains that bucket, and he's got 8. Jensen drives baseline again. They're going to call him for a travel this time. He says, hey, you think I'm doing that on my own? Like, I'm getting hacked all over the place here. At least that's his perspective. You look at his arms. He's got, his arms are like red welts up and down. D3 basketball is very physical, let me tell you. Always has been. Just ask Matt Gill and Rob Sonnenberg. These guys just a battle underneath. Ask Josh Stein. Ask any of Brant Kashner's brothers. They all played. Or his dad, for that matter. It's always been a really physical game. Cox gets his little shimmy, and he gets himself open, hits Moultrie in stride, and Caleb hits another jumper. The Archers are shooting incredible. They're 5 of their last 6. And good defense from Garcia. Forces the air ball. And it's Braden Cox, comes out, decides to go the length of the field, reverse layup, and a nice one, brings them within a bucket with 30 seconds left here in the first half. The Archers bring it across the timeline. About a 6 or 7 second difference with the shot clock, 15 now on the shot. Walker inside, Hall, kind of trapped under the basket. Oh, that looked clean. Ooh, with the body, I'm guessing. Jensen called for the foul. Yep, got him in the back. It wasn't the block. The block was clean, but he got him with his body. Hall is just 50% from the line so far tonight. And misses that one too. Yikes. As good as they've been from the field, they're pretty bad from the free throw line. Just 2 for 7. They get 3 for 8 here in the game from the line. That'll probably be a point of emphasis at the halftime talk from Moody's coach. Garcia underneath. Nice look. Gathered, took his time, and got a good bucket. And the SaberCats with that great contribution from Tony Garcia. That brings the SaberCats almost level here at halftime, and I think Coach Fuller will be pretty happy about that. And there's absolutely no reason the SaberCats shouldn't come out in the second half and dominate the rest of this contest. Down by just 1, here to enter the halftime locker room. For the SaberCats, leading scorer Braden Cox with 7. He's 2 for 6 from the field. Noah Jensen with 6, Murtis and Kashner with 6 each, and Caleb Moultrie with a couple of buckets. Tony Garcia's got 6, and David Gingery with the three-pointer also on the board for the SaberCats. For the Archers, Pollard leading the scoring with 15, 9 apiece for Walker and Hall. Jackson with a bucket, Scott and Brandt with a bucket each as well. From the rebounding perspective, 4 rebounds for Hall, leads the Archers. And Noah Jensen with 5 contributes for the SaberCats, who have a pretty substantial rebounding margin of 20-12 over the Archers so far in the game. So we'll take a break for halftime and be back for the second half in about 15 minutes. And we're looking forward to an exciting second half as the Archers lead by 1 at halftime, 39-38.
Leadership is hard. Your organization needs you to be the best leader you can be, and that means you need to prepare yourself. So strengthen your God-given leadership abilities and knowledge of business dynamics through Maranatha's Master of Organizational Leadership. If you are in business, education, or ministry, the MOL will not only help you manage your organization, it will help you lead your people. If you have a career, family and ministry commitments, and other activities, you can still complete the MOL with a flexible schedule that's 100% online. Don't let cost keep you from becoming the leader your organization needs you to be. If you are in full-time Christian ministry or home education, our scholarships could cut the cost of your MOL tuition in half. Connect and share ideas with fellow leaders and professionals from around the world.
Our students make great teachers. It's because of professionals like Dr. Chris Lincoln, whose 19 years of experience in lower and upper elementary school classrooms provide insight, encourage creativity, and inspire critical thinking. And it's due to students who take initiative, stay reflective, and seek opportunities to go, serve, and lead wherever God sends them. Pursue your call at Maranatha Baptist University.
Leadership is hard. Your organization needs you to be the best leader you can be, and that means you need to prepare yourself. So strengthen your God-given leadership abilities and knowledge of business dynamics through Maranatha's Master of Organizational Leadership. If you are in business, education, or ministry, the MOL will not only help you manage your organization, it will help you lead your people. If you have a career, family and ministry commitments, and other activities, you can still complete the MOL with a flexible schedule that's 100% online. Don't let cost keep you from becoming the leader your organization needs you to be. If you are in full-time Christian ministry or home education, our scholarships could cut the cost of your MOL tuition in half. Connect and share ideas with fellow leaders and professionals from around the world. As a teacher, a master's degree and a license are important credentials for your job. Earning a state teaching license while maintaining your job and family life is a challenge. Maranatha Baptist University offers a Master of Arts in Teaching completely online. Whether you're seeking licensure as an experienced teacher or changing careers to begin influencing students' lives, the MAT is a perfect fit for you. Don't let cost keep you from pursuing your career. The Master of Arts in Teaching is made affordable through scholarships for people in full-time Christian ministry and home educators. These scholarships cut the cost of tuition in half. Start now and learn new and innovative ideas from fellow scholars, experienced co-laborers, and leaders in the field of education. Reignite your enthusiasm for learning and teaching and get ready for a new day, your first day as a licensed teacher.
Our students make great teachers. It's because of professionals like Dr. Chris Lincoln, whose 19 years of experience in lower and upper elementary school classrooms provide insight, encourage creativity, and inspire critical thinking. And it's due to students who take initiative, stay reflective, and seek opportunities to go, serve, and lead wherever God sends them. Pursue your call at Maranatha Baptist University.
The Master of Nonprofit Administration is a 32-credit master's degree that we offer here at Maranatha, the purpose of which is to prepare students to go out and serve and lead in a nonprofit setting. The Master of Nonprofit Administration program will take them through several other courses that are specifically designed to help them lead and manage a nonprofit. For instance, we'll look at nonprofit management, financial. We'll look at the legal aspects that are pretty unique to nonprofits. And then we'll also couple that with several organizational leadership courses, so they're able to couple the aspects of nonprofit and management with the leadership aspect of it as well. It's a growing field, so there's a lot of opportunities for people to serve with the nonprofits. It's also important, we believe, and fits very well with our ethos here at Maranatha. A large part of what we do is interested in churches and nonprofits, and so we believe that this program will help prepare students very well to step into positions of leadership and management within a nonprofit, whether that be a local ministry or it could be a very large nonprofit organization that could be hundreds or thousands of people.
As a teacher, a master's degree and a license are important credentials for your job. Earning a state teaching license while maintaining your job and family life is a challenge. Maranatha Baptist University offers a Master of Arts in Teaching completely online. Whether you're seeking licensure as an experienced teacher or changing careers to begin influencing students' lives, the MAT is a perfect fit for you. Don't let cost keep you from pursuing your career. The Master of Arts in Teaching is made affordable through scholarships for people in full-time Christian ministry and home educators. These scholarships cut the cost of tuition in half. Start now and learn new and innovative ideas from fellow scholars, experienced co-laborers, and leaders in the field of education. Reignite your enthusiasm for learning and teaching and get ready for a new day, your first day as a licensed teacher.
Nursing is a great profession to me because I think it's one of the best ways to show Christ's love. It's a tangible way to show Christ's love. Even if you don't get any appreciation right then and there, you get to go home every day knowing that you made a difference. And I think that's what makes nursing so great.
Choosing nursing, I do believe, is a calling, but there's just something that's very intimate about the relationship between a nurse and a patient.
I was able to pray with a patient the other day and tell him, you know, God does love you. And his face just started to glow and he just started crying and he said, I needed to hear that.
There was a patient just this year and I remember just telling her that right now we need to do what we need to do to make you feel better so that you can go home. And I remember just leaving that day remembering, this is why I want to do this job.
As a freshman coming into nursing, we've actually created a new course. Typically, we don't see nursing students until the junior year, and so we've created a new course in the freshman year to help you feel a part of the nursing program.
The classes in themselves are hard. There's so much information to know, and that information is so vital to know because we're taking care of people.
And that's what makes it worth it. It's coming back to school at the end of clinical and knowing that I am making that difference in people's lives.
One of the most key special elements about Maranatha's nursing program is the emphasis that we place on mentoring our students.
We want to get to know our students and help them be successful in what God has called them to do.
I've talked to them on several occasions about things outside of the classroom, some things I was struggling with, and they are quick to help their students.
The community is pretty special. It's got a tight bond because we spend so much time together. We get to know each other pretty well.
You experience things in the hospital settings that other students on the campus cannot relate to. Our school actually has a very good success rate with placing students. We have several students already who have jobs even prior to graduation. We've had students graduate and go into clinic settings. We've had students graduate, go directly into hospital intensive care units, and we've had students that have graduated and gone overseas. So there's many opportunities in nursing, and our students are well equipped to handle any of them.
Research tells us that the early years are so essential for children's development. What they learn, what they do affects their brain development all their life long. So laying that strong foundation is really essential. Students learn so much from our early childhood program. Really, when they step outside of the gates at Maranatha, they have everything they need to operate their own classroom. Our students get such a good mixture of theory and practice. So they get to go teach a lesson, and they get to come right here to Kitty Campus to do that in many instances. They also go to a Christian school in the area and public schools as well. So they get a variety of practical experiences all throughout their education. We try to look at children the way God looks at children. Children are God's special creation. They are made in His image. God has a special purpose for each one of them, and we try to give each student a vision for educating that child to the praise of His glory. Some of our students go on to manage child care centers. Some of our students work in Christian schools, public schools. They're just equipped for a variety of settings, and they can use the tools that they have been given wherever God places them in their ministry.
Leadership is hard. Your organization needs you to be the best leader you can be, and that means you need to prepare yourself. So strengthen your God-given leadership abilities and knowledge of business dynamics through Maranatha's Master of Organizational Leadership. If you are in business, education, or ministry, the MOL will not only help you manage your organization, it will help you lead your people. If you have a career, family and ministry commitments, and other activities, you can still complete the MOL with a flexible schedule that's 100% online. Don't let cost keep you from becoming the leader your organization needs you to be. If you are in full-time Christian ministry or home education, our scholarships could cut the cost of your MOL tuition in half. Connect and share ideas with fellow leaders and professionals from around the world.
It's down one, and they closed out the second half on a tremendous run. A 16-1 run, or was that 6-1 run? A pretty big run to end the second half and get to within 1 point on the Archers. Another close game coming down to the wire. The SaberCats women's basketball team is playing at Emmaus right now, another conference matchup on Conference Tuesday. They are winning by 8 against Emmaus in the fourth quarter. 2.5 minutes left to play. You can put a split screen up there and watch both of those contests. That's what I'm doing. We'll try and keep you updated on that as that game concludes. Cox on the other side goes baseline, pulls it back, fade away. Offensive rebound and putback. Brant Kashner, the big man underneath, playing big. And he opens the scoring to give the SaberCats their first lead of this game. Let's go. Great way to begin the second half. Just as they ended the first, a long stride gets to the rim is Andrew Hall. And the Euro step gets all the way to the hoop. And another zone defense by the Archers to start the second half here. Cox inside, inside out. Now Murtis drives inside, kicks for Jensen. He finds himself on the outside of the zone. We got to get something going inside the zone. And here goes Cox inside the zone. Nice layup. Yes, lays it off for Jensen. And he gets on the board with an easy bucket. Thank you, Braden Cox. That was a gift. The ladies up 9 now over Emmaus with 1:15 left. That game looks to be coming down in the SaberCats' favor. Nice move again from Hall. And he's got two buckets to start the second half for the Archers. A little back and forth game. Nice pass. What a cut. And Cox goes to the floor, fouled by Andrew Hall, who can't believe it. And Braden Cox will go to the line for 2 almost automatic points. And on cue, he delivers. And of course, makes them both. Timeout at Emmaus. Maranatha leads 53-44 with 1:15 there. Going to the rim and not able to finish. Now Kashner grabs a defensive board on the other end. Murtis. Moultrie thought about a 3. Braden Cox once again driving into the lane, puts it up and fouled. Mr. Automatic goes back to the line for the SaberCats. I'm going to ask a favor of our sports information director, who I think just by default of being associated with Maranatha Athletics could be credited as the world's finest sports information director. I'm going to ask him to look up that stat for me. Braden Cox is standing in the NCAA Division III free throw shooting. We will check on that and get back to you. We'll have to relay that message into the booth. As Braden Cox converts again. He was perfect in the last game and perfect so far tonight. He's shooting well above 90% for the season, which is, in a word, good. Andrew Hall is good. He scored 3 now for the Archers here in the second half. 3 buckets. That one from 3. Murtis. Moultrie drives the baseline, gets loose and gets himself a bucket. Now a little backcourt pressure, trying to keep the ball out of the hands of Christian Pollard. Caitlin Brown gets the steal and goes the distance for the SaberCats to seal that game. 57-46, up by 11 now with 24 seconds left in that one. The SaberCats have the game in hand. Down onto the baseline, poked out by the Archers. Good defense. Jensen was driving from the baseline. Lobbed in for Kashner, out for Jensen. Now Moultrie on the wing, drives the baseline. Off balance jumper, no good. Kashner got there, and he is fouled on the putback. And that foul is called on number 2, Demorian Jackson, his second. Last touch by the SaberCats. Noah Jensen thought he had got the deflection. The other official comes in, corrects it. Noah Jensen was right. And credit the officials getting together. And a nice hustle play by Noah Jensen gives the SaberCats another opportunity here. Launched out long for Jensen. Moultrie, Cox, Murtis in the corner. Good look. No good, long. Jensen's there for another offensive board. This time gets it to bounce 14 times on the rim. Still can't go it, and the SaberCats get it back again. Oh, but Braden Cox unable to completely handle it. He smiles as the ball goes out of bounds. SaberCats got more opportunities than they deserved on that possession. Unable to convert. Diving to the rim and fouled. It's Trey Walker. The ladies seal the game, and the final at Emmaus, 57-48. So the ladies doing their part tonight on Conference Tuesday, and they get a big win over Emmaus. Their record is now 7-12 overall and 4-1 in the conference. And that all but seals their bid into the finals of the regional. And really great work for Coach Paul Brown's SaberCat squad. Of course, the announcement last week, Coach Brown will be ascending into the role of athletics director next year. Of course, he'll remain head coach of the women's team. Moultrie, pretty good position, a little strong though. And now with a head of steam coming back the other way is Hall. Good hands from Gingery, forcing a turnover without a shot. Nice job on the fast break defense. After a little shaky start, Gingery contributing big time to that comeback at the end of the first half. And now already with a great play here in the second half as the score is tied at 49. Long pass across court, now down low. Garcia from the baseline. Nice pass for Jensen. Good look, second chance, no good. And so once again, 3 chances not enough for the SaberCats. Confirmation from the world's finest sports information director, Mr. Taylor Pill, that Braden Cox is leading Division III NCAA players across the nation in free throw percentage. Offensive foul called on Moultrie. Andrew Hall is having himself a night, I can tell you that. As Tessa Hinsey is now once again pressed into service. Dry up the court. Gingery, good hand, strips it away clean. David Gingery with a couple of great defensive plays. Nice pass, finds Jensen, dribbles himself into good position, and with the left hand able to finish. Got to stay tough here. The SaberCats need to take a little more than just a 1-point lead or a back and forth here in this game. It's almost exactly 1 year ago that these two teams met previous. The SaberCats won both meetings last year. But their meeting on February the 5th last year was a squeaker, 69-67, a 2-point game. SaberCats came out on top that time. So these are teams that are pretty evenly matched out on the court. And they will play one more time this season in actually the last game of the regular season right before regionals on February 20th at Moody. So a rivalry in the making for sure. Good defense from Garcia to go up strong but straight. Little contact but no call. And a miss on the runner. And back come the SaberCats the other way. Shank avoids the turnover, gets it to Moultrie. 3! Caleb made sure that they knew how many he got on that one. Right in the face of the defense. Think there's been a little talking on behind the scenes between those guys? You better believe it. Coach Fuller demands a little bit more pace. Miscommunication. Gingery's got to go to the hoop on that one. Senior leader Moultrie imploring him, hey man, do your thing. We need to get you on the board. Timeout called by the Archers. 30-second timeout as Maranatha leads by a bucket, 54-52, 13-13 left to play. Shank with a great defensive play, and Gingery comes away with it, controls it in the face of good defense. No-look pass into the corner, catches Moultrie by surprise. He gathers, gets it in. Good ball movement from the SaberCats, trying to work an open look. Here's Shank at the top of the key. Moultrie back to Shank. Shank's got an open look. 3, leans into it and scores! Joe Shank! Let's go, making the family proud. Long 3 on the way, no good, and going to the floor dramatically to draw the foul as Shank puts his hands up like, are you kidding me? You're going to fall for that? That was just a little bit ridiculous. You ever seen that clip, the dramatic squirrel? That's what that one reminded me of. There was literally no touch. It was a slow motion go to the floor. Yeah, you got suckered on that one, Mr. Official. You can try to explain yourself to the coach all you want, but we got video to replay. There was absolutely no touch. So the Archers back to within 2. Been terrible from the free throw line today, 8 for 15. That alone, and they'd be leading by 5. Stripped away from Cox, but recovered, and then out of bounds before Gingery could jump on it. Pollard between the legs, gets himself a little space, And unable to finish before Kashner clears it off the glass. Cox up ahead, knocked away initially, gets the ball to Garcia. And a nice 1-2 punch there from the SaberCats between Cox and Garcia. And they extend the lead to 4. That's what we need. We got to stretch this out. 11:30 left to play. Pull away here, guys. They got to be fatigued. Only 2 reserves. And a nice block from Tony Garcia on Andrew Hall. Hall with 19 points, Pollard with 20. And those are the guys to keep an eye on for the Archers for sure. Garcia back to Cox, got himself some space, was feeling it, in and out. And a touch foul from Kashner. I always say about Kashner, if you're gonna foul him, man, make sure they feel it. That's just his first. Not too bad. Seen worse. Coach Fuller is fired up about Tony Garcia's performance here in the second half. He is killing it, young fella. Trey Walker checks in for the Archers. You think Coach Fuller wants this game? He's out here clapping. He's chest bumping guys. Good defense, Brandt. Oh, great defense, Brandt. Now let's get that rebound. And eventually the Archers get enough opportunities to score. Jensen double team. Gives it up for Murtis. Now Moultrie back to Mike. Murtis drives in, dishes for Kashner, back out, wide open look for Cox, and he nailed it! From the corner, Braden Cox with a deep 3. Up by 5. Quickly back the other way. Anderson goes to work, and Andrew Hall scoops and scores. Hall's got 21. Big night for him. Pass from Murtis, or I'm sorry, Moultrie from Murtis. Braden Cox dribbles it in. Moultrie down low to Jensen, collapsed and called for the travel. That's a tough one. He was trying to gather his feet. He was kind of mid-stride when he grabbed the ball. And they called him for the travel. Yeah, he switched his pivot foot as he was coming around. He kind of misgathered the ball. Floater, no good. Kashner with another rebound. Man, how many rebounds Brandt got tonight? That's number 9. Good night for him on the boards. Moultrie, no good. Kashner with another putback attempt off the support. Like to see him just gather that one and shoot instead of batting it back up. That one motion counts as a rebound and a missed shot. Up by 3, 9-11 left to play. Case picks up his dribble. Now he's in a little trouble there. Gets it up for Hall. And Hall is fouled by Noah Jensen. Is it on the floor? They are in the bonus, 1-1. Second foul on Jensen. And Hall makes the first. And Hall makes them both. Been a while since the SaberCats have scored from the floor. Been a couple of minutes, actually. Murtis, step back 2, he wasn't really set. Cox gets in there to initially disrupt it. Now he gets up the floor, and with the steal attempt, they're going to call a foul on Hall. Respect from Hall as Cox came from behind. And he will go to the line once again for 1-1. Joe Shank comes in. And good on the first. Hall earns the second. Kind of interesting that the Archers almost never have anybody up on the lane to rebound. As bad as they are from the stripe, you'd think maybe they'd look for a second chance. Shank for three. Got it! Joe Shank once again from three-point land. He's 2 for 2. He can't miss. He's amazing. Feed him. Oh, and a miscommunication leads to a turnover at a very bad time for the Archers. And a chance for the SaberCats to extend their lead even further. They're up by 3. Give it to Shank. Shoot up. Yeah, the Archers noticed he's hitting him. Now he's going inside. What a feed! Jensen gets the assist for Joe Shank. Timeout Archers, and the SaberCats on a roll. They are up by 5, under 8 minutes to play, 67-62. Shank, Garcia, Jensen, Murtis, and Moultrie on the floor for the SaberCats here with under 8 to play, up by 5. And with all kinds of momentum as they are on a 5-0 run over the last few minutes. And the Archers do look a little fatigued as they've only got 2 reserves. Case. Down low, fadeaway, no good. Murtis clears it off the glass. Long pass ahead for Moultrie, gets him ahead of steam, stripped away. And SaberCat ball out of bounds, no foul. Good fast break defense from the Archers to prevent Moultrie from getting an easy bucket. SaberCats have 25 seconds left on the shot clock. They'll set up the offense. Long pass in for Jensen. Moultrie's got a little room, looks good, and it is! Caleb Moultrie for 3. And that gives the SaberCats an 8-point lead. Their largest of the contest. Pollard has been quiet in the second half. It has been the Andrew Hall show, but he comes up off the mark on that one. Garcia grabs it and passes it off. Now Moultrie gives it up for Murtis. Looks good, and it is! Oh, that's the spot right there. Shank, Moultrie, and now Murtis have buried threes from that same spot on the floor. Weak spot in the zone has been identified, and the SaberCats have been on a run. That is an 11-0 run And finally put to an end with a bucket by Duncan Brandt. He's got 6 points. Murtis once again. That one rims out, but it's Jensen, and he's fouled on the rebound. Just the third foul, team foul of the second half, so the SaberCats will throw it in on the baseline. Back into the game, Pollard and Jackson. Braden Cox on the bench. He's got 4 fouls for the SaberCats, and really the only guy in the game with any foul trouble at all. In for Moultrie. Shank from the tail. Murtis rolls it down low for Jensen in the block. He goes to work on Hall, kicks it back out for Mike. Murtis gets it up for Moultrie. Moultrie's got a step, and he scores with the foul! And that foul on Jackson. That'll be his third. Caleb Moultrie with a chance for a three-point play. If you didn't catch it, go on our YouTube channel and check out the live stream version of my conversation with Caleb Moultrie in the On Mission podcast. You can check that out on YouTube as Caleb finishes the three-point play. You will not want to miss that young man's perspective on what it means to be a SaberCat, what it means to be a student athlete, and his plans for serving the Lord with his life. On and off the court, he has been a leader here at Maranatha throughout his college career. Another three-pointer from Brandt, and he has been a bright spot, making the last couple buckets for the Archers. Murtis pressured at the top of the key, gives it up for Shank. Moultrie. Caleb dribbles himself into the lane. Thought about a three, got his man in the air, and poked away by DeMorian Jackson. SaberCats hold possession with just 4 seconds left to shoot. See if they recognize the short amount of time. Trying to get it to Moultrie. And poked away again, but only 2 seconds left now for the SaberCats to get off a quality shot. This is going to be a tough one. Moultrie's like, hey man, he had me by the wrist. 2 seconds left to shoot. Just under 5.5 in the game. And the SaberCats up by 9. Jensen's going to have to launch a three. Not his normal strong suit, but with no rim on the shot. The shot clock violation by the SaberCats. That possession unable to produce a good one. Cox on the bench with 4 fouls. Joe Shank is putting in good minutes. Tony Garcia earning the coach's trust as a freshman. Good defense underneath. Caleb Moultrie giving up a little bit of height, but playing strong underneath. There's Jensen on the baseline, stopped. Case comes up with a steal. Now he's double teamed and calls timeout to avoid a turnover. And we'll have a 30-second timeout as the SaberCats continue to lead. 4:53 left to play. They're ahead 76-67. I tried, we've got a new feature here this season. We've got a new feature here this season with the roaming floor camera, and I know you're appreciating those new camera angles underneath the basket, shots of the huddle and so forth. I tried to convince the event staff to get the kiss cam going through the crowd, and for some reason, Coach Thompson didn't seem too excited about that suggestion. I'll have to ask him after the game why he didn't like that idea. I feel like that'd be a big hit. Hall spins into the lane, no good. Kashner with another big rebound. And Brant Kashner, that is number 10 for Brant on the game. Well done. He's got 9 points, 1 point shy of a double-double for the big man. Let's get the man the rock and see if he can get himself some stats. What a cut by Caleb Moultrie. And it's Braden Cox who gets the rebound on the rare Moultrie miss from point-blank range. Tie-up is called, no foul. It was a jump ball, and the possession arrow in favor of the Archers ends the possession for the SaberCats after what looked like a completely wide-open look for Moultrie. Maybe too wide open. He prefers a little more pressure, I guess. I see his father in the crowd as usual this afternoon. Long three, no good. Garcia clears it off. That's what you got to do as you're trying to finish off the game. You got to eliminate second chance opportunities. And just with the normal flow of the game, you should be able to get it done. Garcia, once again, not on the same page with Cox. And Braden's pass goes out. Come on now, don't be squandering. We got to keep scoring our points, and we have the opportunities. Pollard brings it across, drives into the lane, gets position and scores. 7-point lead. Full court pressure. Murtis brings it across the timeline, keeps his dribble, good job. Now into the lane, kicks it out for Cox. The SaberCats will run a little time off the clock. Underneath, it's Demarion Jackson committing a foul on Kashner as they jockeyed for position in the lane. That's just the 6th-team foul. 20 seconds on the shot clock. And we'll try and get somebody free here on the inbound. It's Garcia at the top, and he is fouled. Can't do that. 4 fouls on Case. And Garcia goes to the line as they're now in the bonus. 1-on-1. So Jackson and Case, both with 4 fouls for the Archers. Cox has 4 for the SaberCats. That's the foul problem situation. Garcia rattles in and out, and a defensive rebound by Hall. So the SaberCats a little fruitless here, scoreless in the last 2:45 at a time when it's really kind of needed. Pollard tries to scramble and keep the ball in play, but can't. SaberCats need a bucket here. Come on. High pressure. Murtis gets fouled by Hall. And that's going to be 3 on Andrew Hall. Murtis will go to the line. Chance to extend the lead with the clock stopped. Jensen comes back in for Kashner. Good on the first. Eight-point game. And he gets the second to roll home. 3 minutes, the lead is 9. They've done a pretty good job of containing Pollard, but he does have 22 points as Hall drives in and is fouled. No good on the shot. He went down hard. He's played a hard game today. Hall has taken some shots. And he's got 24 points. 8 of them from the free throw line. Make it 9. Both Cox and Moultrie have 5 assists. Jensen with 14 boards to go along with 12 points, so his double-double. Lane violation. So when they do populate the lane, they come across too early. Kind of a strange phase of the game to struggle with so much as the free throws. Pollard got a hand on that. SaberCats try again. Come on now. Into Jensen. And Murtis and Cox beat the clock to get it across the timeline. Now coming up to bother him. Oh, good pass. Finds Jensen under the basket. And finally, SaberCats able to extend the lead to 10, the largest lead of the game. 2:20 to play. Deep three. Good. Trey Walker for three. Break it quickly up with a nice pass for Jensen. Now Murtis is double teamed and trapped. Back across, touched by the Archers. No backcourt violation. Now across for Braden Cox, and everyone takes a deep sigh of relief. Case can't foul him, he's got 4. Jackson can't foul him, he's got 4. Pollard, he's got just 1. Here's Braden Cox, looks good. Oh, short, beat the clock. And Case gets the rebound. 1:37 to play. The Archers are desperate now for points. Taking too long. Got to put a shot up. Here's Case, fakes a 3, drives in, turns, shoots, no good. Triple team. And Jensen grabs it. 1:21 left to play. No more pressure. And the SaberCats should be able to run some time off. Jackson, that's 5. He's done. Cox, good from the line. Extends his lead in the Division III race. There's a player for Loris that is neck and neck with Braden Cox, going back and forth for number 1. Cox was number 2 going into this game and took the lead during this game with a couple of good trips to the line. That foul on Murtis. Moultrie having a running dialogue with anybody that'll talk to him, including Moody's coach. A lot of respect between these guys. Moultrie was having a conversation with Hall for the Archers, and the official came over to make sure it was friendly. Moultrie looked at him like, oh yeah, man, well, no, we're good. Fouls on Walker, his first. And guess who back at the line? Mr. Automatic. Yeah, okay, and he gets it to roll. Okay. Braden Cox is having himself a night. He's got 16, that make it 17, leads the SaberCats in scoring. 6 assists, make it 18. Perfect from the line, 10 for 10 from the line. And Moultrie is mugged in the backcourt. Timeout called before the foul, maybe? As Hall with 4 fouls. Maybe Coach Fuller should have just let that happen. Just under a minute to play. 84-77. It feels like the SaberCats can see this one out unless something really nasty happens. We'll be right back for the conclusion of this exciting game. Murtis will inbound. Full court pressure. All 10 players here in the backcourt, and fouled immediately is the man they wanted to get the ball to, and that's MBU's own Braden Cox. I don't actually know how old Braden Cox is. I know how old he claims to be. You know, I mean, he claims to be a sophomore in college, but that's mathematically. But, I mean, he's married. He's got a pretty epic beard going on. He's leading the Division III in free throw percentage. He plays like a seasoned veteran. I don't know. I mean, somebody should probably, like, carbon date the guy just to make sure. Check a birth certificate. Pollard brings it across. Deep three on the way. No good. Case is there, but it's Jensen that rips down an important board. And he's fouled. See who they're going to call for the foul. And that's on Case, so he's gone. And so that's 5 on Case. And he is the second Archer to foul out, I believe. Yep. Didn't Jackson foul out already? He's listed in the stats with just 4, so I don't know if maybe there was a change. Jensen with a rare miss from the line. Cox is 12 for 12 from the free throw line tonight. 10-point lead, 42 seconds. Pollard with a quick bucket. Just get it to Braden, let him foul him. Don't worry about it. Now they got to foul him, and they do. Just don't hurt him, that's all we ask. He's an old man. Right? At this point, I want him to stop shooting free throws because, you know, he's in first and it's all about percentage. So at this point, he should just quit. And he makes it again. Are you kidding me? 14 of 14 tonight from the free throw line. And that's where he's gotten 14 of his 22. As that three, no good. Pollard with a rebound, and Tony Garcia got up in the air and came down on him. And the crowd was a little concerned there for a moment. That's Tony's second. Pollard goes to the line. And he is just 4 for 8 from free throw attempts tonight, just 50% from the line. And his troubles continue. Makes the second. 25 seconds left, 9-point lead. Murtis gets it in the corner, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow for the SaberCats.
Don't make the refs do your work for you. Be a player.
You ever heard a coach say something you have no idea what it means? Oh, Braden Cox, nobody between him and the basket. He'll take it. And he extends his team leading total to 24 on the night. Deep three on the way, no good. Murtis is there. Falls loose, and a point-blank jumper, no good. Now this time Jensen grabs it. And he will see out this game for the SaberCats. They're going to win by 11. And the game is over. The SaberCats win 91-80. Woo! The scoreboard does not tell the full story of how close that game felt, but the SaberCats able, and mostly in the second half. They went into the locker room down by 1 and won the second half by 12 in order to win this game by 11. So Braden Cox leads all scorers, well, I should say, leads the SaberCats with 24. Jensen and Moultrie 15 apiece. Mike Murtis with 11. Kashner 9 points. Shank with 2 great three-pointers got 6. Garcia with 8 great points. And Gingery with 1 of his three-pointers tonight. For the Archers, Hall 25. Pollard finishes with 29. And Walker with 13. Brandt contributed 9. So, great night for Noah Jensen. Double-double, 17 rebounds to go along with his 15 points. Brandt Kashner 1 point shy of a double-double. He had 10 boards as well. Great performance for the SaberCats. They are back in action later this week. And we are looking forward to a great second showing against the Archers on the 20th at their place. That's going to be a can't-miss opportunity. So a fun game here on Conference Tuesday. The SaberCats come away with 2 important victories. The women's team defeating Emmaus at their place earlier tonight. And the SaberCats men's team beating the Archers of Moody Bible College here at home. For SaberCats Athletics, my name is Matt Davis. Have a great night.